Donald Trump NFT sells out and is soaring on OpenSea, guys. Plus, Vitalik Buterin gets into it with Elon Musk, and CZ of Binance completely destroys Kevin O'Leary and FTX, guys. All that, plus the top crypto news stories of the week that the mainstream media is definitely not talking about. So you're definitely going to want to stay to the end of this episode. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead. Let's just get straight into it, guys. This is from the Daily Hodl. Former President Donald Trump's NFT collection soars on OpenSea after selling out in one day. Check this out. This is from Bazinga. Donald Trump's NFT collection sold out, rakes in $4.45 million in just 12 hours. But Kevin, you told us Orange Man bad. This was a terrible NFT collection. Well, guys, I still think this is a terrible NFT collection. It's doing exceptionally well. Also want to note it, guys, that the NFT collection is built on Polygon Matic. The NFT collection is doing exceptionally well. I think it's terrible. I think it's a terrible NFT collection. I think it's a cash grab. And my biggest gripe with it was that, Trump, who has been very, very anti-crypto. I showed y'all last video. He's been very anti-Bitcoin, anti-crypto. Launches an NFT project. So again, guys, this is another example of, whether it's, the political elite, financial elite, just the elites of this world saying one thing about crypto and doing another. So whether it's Trump, Warren Buffett, they all do this, guys. They say negative stuff about crypto while loading their bags. Now, you can make the argument that perhaps Trump doesn't even know what an NFT is, that, his people are, just licensing his name. This is just because, and then if that's the case, it's 100% just a cash grab, right? So that was my gripe with it, guys. So let's go to OpenSea. Check it out, guys. It is the trending #1 collection on OpenSea. So it's at 0.34 Ethereum. Guys, the artwork is just terrible. It's so sitting at $418, guys. I believe that this collection minted for $99. So if you got in on this, you're for extra money. Hey guys, I know some of you watching this channel got in on this. Congrats if you did. Again, guys, the artwork's terrible. Looks like a cash grab. And I'm not going to support Trump, who has been very vocal anti-crypto. I mean, this just goes against everything I stand for. So I think what we're going to start seeing, guys, just look at the success of this project and understand that, every politician is going to launch an NFT fairly shortly, because look how successful it is and how easy it is to raise money. We've never had this type of technology before. We've never been able to raise this type of money, this quickly before and actually offer some type of real world utility. Now, understand that when all these other politicians launch their NFTs, whether it's built on Polygon, Cardano, Solana, no matter what the blockchain is, Ethereum, no matter what the blockchain is that a lot of, say if it's built on Ethereum, a lot of Ethereum is going to be needed. A lot of Polygon Max needed, to build this NFT project. So that's the bigger picture that we need to think about, guys. So for anybody that's saying that this technology is going away or going to zero, you think Trump would. Well, I guess maybe Trump would build it if it was going to zero. I don't know. Anyway, guys. Next story. So Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin, Elon Musk bans put Twitter on path to authoritarianism. Buterin would rather see Twitter provide users with 30-day notices before implementing new content moderation rules. All right, so here's the interesting thing, guys. So before Elon took over Twitter, you guys remember a lot of prominent people were being banned on Twitter and, were rightfully complaining. And, what the argument was, oh, well, Twitter is a private company. They can do what they want. Well, now apparently those same people, that doesn't apply. Now, what's interesting about, whether it's Twitter or any of these big tech platforms, they actually do have some legal protection. And the legal protection is called Section 230. Look it up. And what Section 230 it basically illustrates is that it protects the big tech platforms from third parties suing them, meaning that I post something on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook that and then someone, I incite violence or something like that, and then someone can sue Twitter because of the content I posted. So think of it like this. The way the law, I believe, was supposed to be written was that say someone makes a phone call and is doing something illegal on a phone call. Well, the idea is that, no one should be able to sue Verizon for that phone call or AT&T or Sprint for that phone call. The idea is that these the phone companies and, these big tech platforms, they just provide a town hall, an open forum for discussion, but the caveat to that is that they're not supposed to take place in content moderation, meaning that these big tech platforms, Twitter especially, is getting in a lot of trouble for a lot of censorship of a lot of information, from the past election and different things like that. So that's the problem, is that the Section 230 protects them, but they're not supposed to be partaking in this content moderation. Now, as far as Elon Musk goes, what specifically he was banned, I think what Vitalik Buterin was talking about, there was a page that was dedicated to tracking Elon Musk's private plane and, having posting its exact whereabouts, where it's flying from, where it's going, in real time. And as you guys know, Elon Musk is getting a ton of death threats right now. A ton of, negative publicity. He's being pretty hated right now for a lot of his he's come out with a lot more conservative views, I guess you could say, a lot more, right-leaning, maybe right-wing ideology, perhaps. So he's under a lot of scrutiny right now, and I think I gotta agree with him, guys, is that, I don't think that's a violation of freedom of speech or any type of authoritarianism if you're banning a page that is posting your exact whereabouts. I mean, he does have a family at the end of the day. So anyway, guys, let me know in the comments, what are you guys thinking? Look, Vitalik Buterin, not the biggest fan of him, guys. He's got a lot of ties to the World Economic Forum. So anyway, next story. Check this out, guys. Oh, this is a classic. This is the best of our good friend, Kevin O'Leary. Check it out, guys.
It is a useless currency. It is a useless currency. That's what I believe. I mean, look, I realize people have different opinions, but to me, it's garbage.
And was the deal paid in dollars or in crypto?
Actually, I didn't want to be paid in dollars. I want the smartest guys on the trading desk at FTX to tell me what I should own. It's that simple.
If there's ever a place I could be that I'm not going to get in trouble, it's going to be at FTX.
Finance is a massive, unregulated, global monopoly now. They put FTX out of business.
I wasn't even trying. I wasn't spending any time or effort trying to manage risk on FTX.
I'm trying to think of a good example of a trade where I've lost a ton of money.
Literally, there's no record keeping whatsoever. It's the absence of record keeping. They use QuickBooks, a multi-billion-dollar company using QuickBooks.
If SPF knocked on your door again and said, look, I failed in my last venture, I have a new crypto venture, I need money, would you back it?
The answer would be yes.
So, guys, was that not hilarious? So, Kevin O'Leary, who has now been disclosed that he was paid $15 million from FTX. Again, another example. Anti-crypto, and all of a sudden he loves crypto and FTX. They're the smartest guys in the room, and he wants to do business with a bunch of fraudsters. And, guys, and then he's got the audacity to go before the Senate hearing. He's got the audacity to go before the Senate hearing and blame Binance. Blame Binance for the fall of FTX. Guys, this is unreal. I mean, Kevin O'Leary has no soul. He is 100% dead to me, guys. He is dead to me, and it's people like him. I'm glad this FTX shit happened because it exposes people like him. Now, CZ of Binance, the CEO of Binance, he actually responded to it, and, I'm going to read it to y'all. Check it out. So this is what he tweeted in response to Kevin O'Leary's attack at the Senate hearing. It seems $15 million not only changed Kevin O'Leary's mind about crypto, it also made him align with a fraudster. Is he seriously defending Sam Bankman-Fried? We exited FTX 1.5 years ago in July 2021. Since then, FTX invested in a myriad of companies totaling to $5.5 billion, including but not limited to, here's all the companies, guys. On top of that, FTX spent money on a Miami stadium, multiple Super Bowl ads, baseball referees, F1, not to mention massive political donations and luxury real estate. Oh, and reprehensible misuse of customer funds. Worse than losing $15 million, you think that they'd be used as a poster child for one of the greatest financial crimes in history would make Kevin O'Leary think twice before taking Sam at his word again, but clearly not based on his appearance on this show. He's saying he wants to partner with him again. What? Unlike Kevin O'Leary, we continue to do due diligence. even after we make an investment. As an early investor in FTX, we became increasingly uncomfortable with Alameda/SBF and initiated the exit process more than 1.5 years ago. Sam was so unhinged when we decided to pull out as an investor that he launched a series of offensive tirades at multiple Binance team members, including threatening to go extraordinary lengths to make us pay. We still have those text messages. Shortly after that, Sam began investing in friends in high places, from media to policymakers to celebrities like Kevin, and he used that network to manipulate public opinion, including attacking me and others in the industry. My ethnicity was a focus of those attacks, and Kevin O'Leary signaled his intention to continue those attacks in the media and will likely repeat them next week's Senate hearing. I'm Canadian, and Binance is not a Chinese company. You don't have to be a genius to know that something doesn't smell right at FTX. They were 1/10 our size, yet outspend us 100 to 1 on marketing and partnerships, fancy parties in the Bahamas, trips across the globe, and mansions for all those senior staff and his parents. Guys, let me reiterate. A multi-billion-dollar company, and was using QuickBooks. CZ of Binance absolutely destroyed Kevin O'Leary. He's scum, guys. It's clearly he's paid off. He's bought off. And it's not just him, guys. So that's why all this, guys, journalism is just dead. Mainstream media journalism is 100% dead. Think about it, guys. If the greatest financial fraud in the history of the country can essentially go unreported or misreported, then what chance do we have on any story? Anyway, guys, so shout out to CZ of Binance. He absolutely slayed Mr. Wonderful. You're dead to me, Kevin. All right, guys, check this out. Coinbase Prime starts supporting Polygon Matic staking. So Coinbase Prime now offers staking for Matic, one of the largest assets by crypto, and staking market cap. Start earning rewards today with institutional grade, fully integrated staking on a simple and intuitive interface. So guys, I know what you're wondering, like, we can earn yield on Polygon Matic on Coinbase. I don't know all the details, guys, but I think that this service is, shocker, just available for special institutional investors, because you retail, you plebs, y'all won't understand, sophistication of earning yield on your money, but the big money, the elites, they can do it. Not you though, not you, because you'll go mismanaging it, and lose it. You don't deserve to earn yield on your money, guys. Only the banks do. Only Capital One and Chase Bank. Only they can earn yield, not you, because, guys, go look at this for yourself. I mean, super bullish for Polygon Matic, super bullish for Coinbase. Bad for you, but the Coinbase Prime, I think I may even have an account on it. I'm not sure because of the amount I trade on it. I don't know. I got to look into that, but this is an interesting story, guys. Definitely flew under the radar. Wall Street Journal. Biden administration calls out Congress to rein in crypto risk. Regulators report renews concerns with cryptocurrency related vulnerabilities, gaps, and oversight. All right. Before I go in on Joe Biden, I want to ask y'all a simple question. Real talk. I don't care what your political party affiliation. Real shit. Do you think if Joe Biden was in a room on an interview and was asked to talk about crypto assets, Bitcoin especially, do you think he knows anything about it? Absolutely not, guys. Absolutely not. He's got handlers above him that are telling him what to say. They know what I know, that these crypto assets, Bitcoin especially, are a direct threat to the central banking system, are a direct threat. When you see all this inflation, when you see all the problems in the world, when you look back at an America where, houses were affordable, where, just one parent could work in a household and the mom could stay at home, be a stay-at-home mother. When you look back at those times and you wonder why it's not like that anymore, it's 100% because of the devaluation of the United States dollar. It's because of the crazy monetary policy of the Federal Reserve. It's because of the inflation metrics and the way that our country devalues our currency right before our eyes. But Kevin, what are they devaluing the currency for? To pay for endless wars. To pay for endless wars, to blow up people in other countries, guys. And I 100% stand with our military, guys. I love our servicemen. I love every branch of our armed services. They are the bravest. They are the bravest men and women in the world for what they do for our country. They are fighting for our freedom, guys. But the endless wars, it has to stop, guys. It has to stop. So the threat of cryptocurrency takes that away because they won't have funded. They won't be able to print money out of thin air to pay for these endless wars. Anyway, next story, guys. Next story. New York Fed advances test of CBDCs for cross-border payments. Oh, CBDCs. Isn't it ironic that New York, United States, check this out, guys. CBDC turns out slavery for China. The Chinese government will soon launch CBDCs with an expiration date mechanism. The move will increase the circulation of digital currency in the country, will boost China's economic growth. Experts and individuals believe that China is utilizing the CBDC to facilitate slavery. So, guys, could you imagine saving being over with? Meaning that with a central bank digital currency, they can put an expiration date on it. Oh, you don't spend it by this time? The money goes away. Guys, CBDCs are 100% the end of freedom. The end of freedom of speech, the end of freedom as you know it. Once the government has full control over your money, oh, you think the last 2 years were bad? You think the last 2 years are bad? Wait till the climate lockdowns get here. Wait till the climate lockdowns get here, guys. And they're going to do it all on the guise of saving the environment. Guys, they don't care about the environment. They don't care. Guys, if they cared about the environment, ask yourself this. How much carbon do you think the military industrial complex emits? You know, big aircraft carriers, giant tanks, big ships, giant planes. How much carbon? How much carbon does China emit? China's the leader in carbon emissions in the world. But no one goes after them because all this environmental stuff, it's actually stemming from China. It's actually the CCP that are infiltrating our politicians to push this rhetoric. You know why? All the solar panels, all that stuff, all made in China. China's not moving to no zero carbon emissions. China's emitting more carbon than anybody. They're trying to boom their economy. They want to shut down plants here to open plants there. Again, guys, looking at this yourself, I hope you fact check me. Cointelegraph, Democrats reportedly returned over $1 million of SBF's funding to FTX victims. 3 Democratic committees, the DNC, DSCC, and the DCCC, pledged to return SBF's political donations after the entrepreneur was charged with 8 counts of financial crimes. So that's right, guys. So shout out, because I believe that it was the reporting of, people like Natalie Brunell, the Unusual Whales, Leah Halpern, these people, Ben Armstrong, BitBoy Crypto, these people exposing the political elite and showing receipts are kind of forcing a hand for people to say, you know what, we don't want to be, that it's political suicide at this point, guys. I mean, Sam was the second biggest donor to Joe Biden. He was the second largest donor in the midterm elections. Behind who? George Soros. Not a good guy. Not a good guy. That's for a whole nother episode, guys. Whole nother episode. Check this out, guys. Elizabeth Warren's crypto bill targets financial freedom, not fraud. Senator Warren wants to extend financial surveillance state cooked up by drug warriors and anti-terrorism fearmongers to cryptocurrencies. Oh, yeah, guys. Yeah. It's just a coincidence that all this FTX has happened. At the same time, they're pushing central bank digital currencies. And at the same time, Elizabeth Warren, who is funded by Amazon, Google, all the big tech companies, they're really worried about you. They're 100% worried about the little guy. That's why she wants this regulation. No, guys. They don't want you having financial freedom. They want to track everything you're doing, and they will not stop. The central bank digital currencies, which I've talked about on this channel since I started this channel, were a conspiracy theory. Now, every major country at the exact same time is implementing them. It's called the Great Awakening. People are awake to what these financial elites are doing. and we're not having it anymore, guys. And I'm not worried, guys, because we're gonna win. Freedom always wins, guys. It's innate in humans that freedom always wins. Check out this story, guys. Some good Cardano news. Cardano is decentralized by almost every metric, so it should be safe from the SEC. So yeah, guys. So if you're a Cardano holder, I know a lot of you are. We're seeing what's happening with XRP and their SEC lawsuit, and that's probably the last thing we want, right? If you're in a crypto or an NFT project, to be investigated by the SEC. So what Charles has set out to do is, make this project so decentralized that he himself doesn't even have control over it. In that effort, that the SEC really has no jurisdiction on enforcement, because if it's completely decentralized, then it's good. It's good for the consumer. So bullish news for Cardano. And look, guys, Charles speaks, to Congress a lot. I believe he's got a lot of respect in Washington. So we're going to trust Charles as a good guy, and he knows what he's doing. I think he is, guys. Check this story. Welsh farmers are turning cow poo into cash by mining cryptocurrency with it. So farmers are turning cow poo into cash by mining cryptocurrency with it. But Kevin, why is the story relevant? Well, let me show you why, guys. It releases carbon. So that also means we are capturing carbon, turning it into electricity instead of carbon going into the atmosphere, causing global warming. So one of my trips was to a trade show, an energy conference, and I met this company that had really interesting but weird-looking computer box on the desk. So guys, when you hear this rhetoric about carbon emissions and global warming, and we gotta lower our carbon output, our carbon footprint, understand that, for one, you are the carbon they want to get rid of, guys. They want to put carbon trackers on your phones. They openly talk about this at the World Economic Forum. This is not conspiracy. They want to have climate lockdowns. They want to track your carbon. What they don't want the populace to know about is stories like this, where crypto mining and Bitcoin mining especially is actually good for the environment. Now, that's the next FUD that's coming. You heard it here first. We're kind of seeing it already. The next FUD that's coming is the environmental issue with Bitcoin, that they're going to say it's bad for the environment. We need to ban it because it's bad for the environment. And they're going to trick a bunch of you to go sell your Bitcoin to the Kevin O'Learys of the world, the Trumps, the Warren Buffetts. They're going to trick you to sell your crypto to them. Don't buy into it, guys, because it's people like this. They're going to actually lower carbon emissions, guys. So anyway, so last story, guys. Bank of International Settlements. New policy allows banks to hold 2% of reserves in cryptocurrency. Guys, so I believe that this Bank of International Settlements, by doing this, will send probably like around trillions of dollars into crypto. So super bullish news. Anyway, guys, I'm Classic Kev. You made it this far in the video. Drop me a 100 emoji in the comments, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all have an awesome weekend, y'all. I'm out. Peace.